Hi guys, so today I am going to be moving my entire Schleich horse collection off of these shelves. Basically because I am getting a new window fitted, and this is where my window is, behind these curtains. Yeah, it's quite a large window, and it's probably going to generate quite a bit of dust, so I don't want my horses getting all dusty, so I'm going to move them because they are quite close to the window. But then that means I have to move literally the whole collection. So yeah, this could be a bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it. I'm actually genuinely really excited to get a new window in my bedroom because I think it will make it so much nicer in here, especially during the winter when it's cold. Because my window is quite old now and it has been letting a bit of air in when it's windy. So yeah, excited for that. I also just so happen to be looking after my dad's model cars at the moment. My dad, not actively, but he does collect some model cars. He used to more so like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. He doesn't really collect many these days, only ones that he really wants, so these are kind of like some of his best ones, and I'm looking after them at the minute because he was getting new furniture in his room. But yeah, they're like really cool and detailed, and also pretty much the same scale as Schleich, so he has said I could put them in the background of one of my videos, which would be fun. But yeah, just thought I'd show you them in case anyone is interested. They're made by a French company, well these ones are, by a French company called Automobile. So yeah, if you love cars and model cars, I would recommend checking them out. Right, I think I ought to get started now because these horses are not going to move themselves, so I best get started. I think I'm going to attempt to put my horses under my bed because my bed has drawers in it which are fairly large, so I'll see how many I can get under my bed because they'll be very safe and protected there. So yeah, currently I have all my clothes under my bed, so I'm going to have to move them out, but they'll be much easier to store than my horses, so my plan was to try putting the horses under my bed instead. Right, I've now emptied all of the drawers in my bed that I can get to. I have 3, this one's the biggest one, so I'm gonna start filling it and hopefully they'll fit. Right, so that's one drawer full, other than I could lay some on top carefully and then they won't get damaged either. These guys could do with some dusting, but I'm not gonna bother dusting them until I put them back on the shelves because they could possibly still get a little bit dusty, so I'll wait until the window is changed. Also, you can see my shelves definitely need dusting, so I can dust them once I've taken all the ponies off. That guy in the red is a more expensive model, so I'm gonna find somewhere safe for him. Yeah, I'm gonna pull a few of the more expensive ones out and find somewhere else for them to go. Obviously I don't want any of them to get damaged, but some of these guys are particularly rare, so I'm gonna make sure they have an extra safe spot. What you can see on this bottom shelf now is most of my rarest models, so like the really old ones, these ones down here are pre-2000, and then I have a lot of the exclusive models down here too. Most of these are the newer exclusive, but I do have some of the older ones too. So yeah, and then I have a couple others dotted around, so I think I will do this shelf next and put it in a different drawer. Right, so now I have almost completely finished clearing my shelves. I might ask my dad if he'll take some of the remaining bits in the bottom of his wardrobe. I'm now trying to work out where to put my resin horses, the rest of my animals, and then I also have briars that need to go away somewhere. I might end up putting them in a box for now because I don't have anywhere where they'll fit. And there we are, that is all of my horses completely off my shelf now. I'm gonna leave these last few bits on there because I can easily clean them if they get a bit dusty, so yeah, looking a bit more bare in here now. Just gotta wait for the window to get done. I managed to squeeze a few more horses in here by carefully placing them on top of the ones that are stood underneath. Except from the ones in this drawer, because these are my most kind of rare ones, so I didn't stack too many on top of them. Just the odd couple. And yeah, there are the rest of them. So yeah, all safe and secure. And then once the window does get done, I might do a little rearranging when I put them back on my shelves and also give them a nice good clean. Yay, and I have a new window. Right, my shelves are looking very empty now. That's all I left on them. And yeah, so now it's time to have a good clean and put everything back. I already wiped all the shelves, but I need to dust the models as well when they go back up. I might have a little reorganise, but yeah, we'll see. Right, so this is where I've started, and I've kept this part mostly the same. So these are my like pre-2000s models that goes from the start there up until 2004. I've made it stop, and I finally added in my galloping mare with this bunch, which is lovely. I really love that model, she's so beautiful. So yeah, that's my start. I've gone up to this kind of midway line here. I might change this, but at the moment I've put all the exclusive ones at the bottom shelf here, and then there are a few up there at the moment. I just have to see how it goes and see how everything fits though. And here's a little update. I've got most things in place now. I'm just kind of doing the final touches and working out if I want to reposition any of this stuff. And there we go, I have now finished arranging all my Schleich back onto my shelves. So they are all back up here now, and I had a little move around so I can fit them into different places. I've got the covered wagon on the bottom shelf on the left at the moment, but I might move that at some point. And yeah, I like to change it up now and then. So this is how I am going to try having it for now and see if I like it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you soon in another one. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye!